Rogue cop with history of complaints breaks woman's arm during welfare call. Kathleen Kites has her arm broken during welfare check. Douglas Ulrich, Kentucky cop, history of lawsuits and complaints in latest litigation against Covington police officer. A rogue, Kentucky, police officer with a history of complaints against him has been captured in body cam footage breaking the arm of a woman whom he had been summoned to assist following a suicidal call to 911. Kathleen Kites, 34, was sitting inside her car outside a store in Covington, Kentucky, last year after receiving news that her boyfriend was cheating on her, leading to her having a panic attack and threatening to harm herself. Attending to the welfare call was Officer Douglas Ulrich, whose body cam captured the ensuing interaction between the needy woman and the police officer, culminating in the man attempting to arrest her only to break her arm, according to a filed lawsuit alleging rampant violations of excessive force and prejudicial conduct. Captured footage shows the officer tapping on Kites' window and ordering her to get out of the car so responding officers could search it for weapons. The 34-year-old woman explained that she was fine and asked that they leave her alone, according to the suit cited by the Atlanta Black Star, only for Ulrich insisting that the woman get out of the car. Says Ulrich according to the body cam, "If you don't step out, I am going to pull you out of the car, and I really don't want to do that." Kites exited the truck quickly, provoking Officer Ulrich and his colleague to grab her wrists and restrain her. "I'm just trying to take control of you because you're acting crazy," Ulrich is heard saying before suddenly grabbing the distressed woman's left arm as his colleague restrained her right arm. Officer Douglas Ulrich, "I violate every policy." In the next seconds an audible snap is heard in the footage, with Ulrich exclaiming, "OS ******, before Kites is heard screaming, "Oh my God. Oh my God, I think you broke my arm. I think you broke my arm." The episode led to Kites filing a lawsuit against the officers. The lawsuit is one of the 7 lawsuits against Ulrich in the past 4 years. Officer Ulrich's personnel records, published by The Star, state that he said, "I violate every policy," in a 2014 text chat with other cops. The cop has a long history of lawsuits against him for abuse of power, a total of 7 in the past 4 years, according to The Star. In the incident involving Kites, video shows how the Kentucky woman was restrained, with officers reassuring her they were there to help. The injured woman had a severe fracture and needed 14 staples and a metal rod placed in her arm to correct the damage. She filed a lawsuit against the officers involved. In the lawsuit, Kites mentioned that she had already had an interaction with police earlier that day when they questioned her about a neighbor and lawfully barged into her home. The suit stated, "Throughout both encounters, Kathleen was subjected to unjustified aggression, physical intrusion, and egregious abuse of police authority. A history of repeat abusive behavior and violations." Ulrich has worked for the Covington Department for almost 14 years, according to WCPO Cincinnati. The filed suit files that of one filed earlier this year involving a black motorist, Damian Connor, in which a standard traffic stop escalating into a situation where the man's seatbelt was cut off and the alleged victim being pulled through a car window. Offered attorney Jameer Davis, who has sued Ulrich in federal court twice over accusations stemming from traffic stops, "Based on my experience representing clients in cases involving Officer Ulrich, and considering the allegations, patterns, and conduct we've encountered, I do not believe he should be serving in any liaison role, especially one intended to support or advocate for minority communities." Of the 7 lawsuits, 1 has been closed, 1 is in the appeals process and 4 are still actively moving through court. Like and subscribe for more.